Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming. Look, it's been a while since we heard anything about Fallout New Vegas. And today, well, all of that's going to change. After doing a little bit of digging and after a recent Reddit post, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of convinced. I think Obsidian might really be working on a Fallout New Vegas 2. So let's talk about it. You know what to do. Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, when I make these type of videos, I just don't just look at a Reddit post and be like, oh my god, they're making it. No, I do my research, my dude. Now, this all started off from a Reddit post, and it's kind of funny. Now, this Reddit post said that Obsidian is making a new Vegas type of game. And then this post, this dude said he met an Obsidian employee at a family gathering, told him how much he loved New Vegas, and they told me that they are working on a Grady Apocalypse game for 2026. So unless they're making their own Fallout style type of a game, this basically confirmed they're working on a new Fallout game. It's going to release on or around the second season of Fallout, which is actually going to release in December. So kind of a little bit off right there, but I digress. I was intrigued. And it turns out Reddit was intrigued as well. Now, normally when people make these type of posts, they get grilled. But they was absolutely hilarious when it came to this post. You know what I mean? Because you need to take these things with a grain of salt. Like this dude said, what tier is the family gathering? And this other dude said, hey, my oracle, he works at Obsidian, told me New Vegas 2 is coming. So I'm like, oh, really? What's the source? The sus? Trust me, bro. That's the source. So I did some searching. And well, I punched this into a little AI. And yes, Obsidian is indeed working on a new AAA RPG. Now, they already released Avowed in 2025. And they have some unannounced games that they're going to make. They already have announced Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. So it's definitely not that. So could it be Fallout New Vegas? I was intrigued even more. So I decided to think, alright, well, is Obsidian, have they said anything about Fallout New Vegas 2 or a new game like that? And it turns out, well, yeah, the studio said, yeah, he absolutely would love to make another Fallout game. Not saying that they're working on one, but coming from the studio head, he said it himself that he would like to work on a new Fallout game before he retired, which is kind of crazy and lines up with everything. Now, this is an article put out in 2023 in January, so roughly around 2022. This is the head of the studio. He said this: we're not working on Fallout, and we haven't even talked about it would be, he claimed. Now, Uruguay, who is the studio head, who was interviewed in December, suggests Obsidian might be ready to start discussing a new project in late 2023. Well, it's 2025. Way past it. He's already worked on Avowed, Grounded, and Outer Worlds 2, which he said that these was the game that they are working on. But that is the best way to say it. There's nothing in the plans, nothing on a piece of paper that just says it. They're not working on it right now. Well, I call cap on that, because later on in this article, he goes on to say, well, you know what? I would love to make another Fallout game before I retire. I don't know when that is. I don't have a date of my retirement. It's funny. You can say I'm already 52 or I'm only 52. It's one of those two, depending on the day. My hope is that it'll happen. But we'll have to wait and see. So he just said, no, we're not working on one. And then he said, you know what? I would love to work on one, but we'll have to wait and see. So come on, which one is it? Now, that's not all. Fallout's New Vegas director, John Sawyer. And these are two guys who were still working at Obsidian, all right? He also recently said he could see himself working on the series again in the future. I love Fallout. I love the setting. I could see myself working on it again. But we'll see what the future takes me. Obsidian design director had told it in this article. So you let me know what you think. Are they hinting at, you know what, I wish we could be, but you know what, we can't because we're working on these other games. Meanwhile, the guy that put out that post initially on Reddit had me thinking, yeah, Obsidian is still working on the unnamed AAA game. They already put out Outer Worlds 2, is coming out in 2025, Grounded 2 coming out in 2025. So I did a little bit of digging. This is the post that they was talking about that was posted 2 years ago, right? Everything's lining up right around 2022. And then this job posting, it said that Obsidian Entertainment is looking for a world bigger, eager to learn and help set the foundations of our new major RPG. So this wouldn't be a Valve because Valve's already out. So, you know what I mean? So they constantly are working on this, right? This person will closely work with the art and design director, strike team leads, and other developers in a collaborative environment to create a fantastic yet believable world. The ideal candidate has a flair for assembling captivating environments, focus on visual storytelling using an established Fallout, yes, established. An established library of assets and enjoy teamwork, but can also take direction and work independently. Focus in on what I just said right there. Focusing on visual storytelling using an established library of assets. Alright, the only established library that they have, in my opinion, would be either Outer Worlds, which they already is coming out in 2025, and yeah, you guessed it, Fallout, which has me thinking, okay, when did Xbox acquire Obsidian? Well, they acquired Obsidian in November 2018. Okay, had me thinking again. When did Microsoft acquire Bethesda? Well, they acquired them in 2021. And I said, you know what? It kind of lines up. This guy might be onto something. This article was out in 2022 when both of these companies was under the same umbrella. So between 2022 and right now, they could easily be working on a brand new Fallout game, right? And that game could easily be Fallout New Vegas 2. Why am I saying this? Because Bethesda got their hands full. We know they're working on Elder Scrolls 6. And after that, they already said they're working on Fallout 5. So who else better to make a Fallout New Vegas game other than the persons who've already made a Fallout New Vegas game, Obsidian? Now, the only thing that would be holding them back is getting the IP, because they don't own IP. Bethesda own the IP. But you know what? It just turns out that Xbox owns both of them now, and they are both under the same umbrella during the same timeline. It kind of all leaning towards and lining up to be an amazing news if they ever announce this. Look, we all want this as fans. We want a Fallout New Vegas. A remaster would be awesome. A Fallout New Vegas 2? Yo, that would be sick. Now, I showed you everything that I did. I did a little bit of research, putting things together and lining up, and it could be a whole nother game, right? We have to take these things with a grain of salt. But if it turns out to be Fallout New Vegas 2, I'm just going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? But you let me know down below. What do you think? Is Obsidian working on a new Fallout New Vegas game? It would be sweet if they did. But for right now, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing? And welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Game, Little White, right here videos ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.